a bit more about, I guess, the dollarization piece of it.
Yeah. So there's a handful of things, of course, right? So in home infusion, and to me, I don't think it matters whether you're an independent home infusion provider or if you're connected with a hospital or connected with CVS Caremark as Coram is, or United Healthcare like Briova is. The reality is there are only so many codes that a home infusion provider can bill. They can bill a drug code, they can bill a nursing code, and they can bill an administrative code. And maybe there's a secondary nursing code if it's a longer visit, it's a different code. But, if you picture in the hospital setting that a hospital may be billing dozens of codes for the same administration that happens in the home, and or a physician in an outsourced outpatient setting may have dozens of CPT codes to choose from. That's not the world that home infusion providers live in. So the goal is obviously to negotiate the best rates for those three areas: nursing, administration, which is we just refer to as a per diem, and the drug with the ultimate payer, and that payer is generally a health plan. If you get that mix right, then it's a market basket approach, and you have some that are going to be better than others. But the best goal is to achieve a patient base where you have longer-term, consistent revenue patients that yield a fair and reasonable profit level. It's not a high profit level business in the home infusion business. So what your goal is to optimize the patients that are more profitable, understanding that you're also likely to get patients that are not as profitable, because that's just part of everyday business in any business.
Yeah.
Whatever. So the best way to go about that is to look at where your call points are from the sales team. Call on the types of referral sources that are going to yield you the higher profit level business. Work with the pharmaceutical companies to identify where those might be geographically or within a particular region in the U.S. or from specific hospitals or physicians. Rheumatologists, for example, right? If you're gonna push on a certain drug that might be prescribed from a neurologist or rheumatologist, you want to figure out the best way to get solid information on who those prescribers are in any given community where you have a sales force. And it's really to focus on that, and that's on the sales side. So the managed care side, as I said, is to garner the best rates possible, and then operationally it's to be as efficient as possible. And I've heard it in several companies where we just refer to it as do your best to create a model that can be repeatable again and again and again. Same policies and procedures, same communication, quick call times, quick answering the phone and accepting the case, and making sure everything works smooth, and then looking at deeper levels of your operation around delivery, nursing costs, reducing overtime, things that are general practice in any business.
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned there's a sales side, there's a payer side, and then there's an administrative side. So the pharma piece falls into the sales side. Is that how you bucketed it?
Well, I apologize. I guess the strongest relationship for a home infusion provider and the pharma company is generally the procurement department. So you've got a group of folks that are going to be negotiating with the pharma companies to get the best rates possible, and some pharma companies will do that for more volume, in my experience, and some will not, and that's okay. But it's about having access